Welcome to my channel, Bible Pilgrim, Inspire, Praise and Worship. You might ask why I'm showing some paints if it's a Bible channel. Well, because I've been writing scripture and painting, encouraged by a couple of really lovely channels that I follow. One is Alison Walks, Faith on Friday, and the other is Copying the Master, and they're both wonderful channels and brilliant artists. And I used to paint. I've never been particularly good at it, but I've enjoyed it, and I haven't done it for a while, so I wanted to start up again. And I have started setting up a little kit that I can use for when I walk every day, so I wanted something I could take out with me. I've set up this little kit here. I'd really like a smaller tin. I'd like an Altoids Smalls tin, but they crop up very rarely in the UK, and if they do, they're usually very expensive. So I've set up that little palette there, and I have used that for a couple of things in my art book. Yeah, and as I say, I'm not particularly good, but I've made a start, and hopefully with the more practice I do, I'll improve. And I've also been doing the Proverbs things with Copying the Master, and I have done this one here. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's actually a Psalm 23:6. And then Proverbs, the fear of the Lord in the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Proverbs 1:7. And then we have Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. And then we have this one. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Proverbs 2:6. Now these are all, and one more. And by wisdom the Lord founded the earth. By understanding he created the heavens. So this is Proverbs 3:19. Now these are being done on Copying the Master's channel. If you are interested, I do suggest you follow her channel. She does amazing videos and is very encouraging. So yeah. So I wanted to set up a little kit that I could take with me, and sometimes I want more than just basic colours. I have a larger kit that I use at home, but I got this Winsor Newton kit, and it's a nice small size. And it has a reasonably good selection of colours. As you can see, it's a lovely size. It fits on the palm of my hand. It will fit into my little pouch. And it has these colours here. And it has this little paintbrush. And it really is stinky. It's actually a lovely little brush. So when I go out, I take out my water brushes, a pencil, and a Staedtler pigment liner, which is waterproof. I also have this little tin here, which I got from the vintage shop, and that contains a sponge, an eraser, little contact lens cases which contain water, and another spare clip. So I thought I would open these up, and then I will do some little swatches of paint, a bit like I've done in this one here. This month I've been reading a Proverbs a day. Actually, I've been reading it twice a day. I read it once in my little pocket ESV, and the second time I'm reading it in my 1984 NIV study Bible, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm obviously reading other things as well, but Proverbs every day this month. Right, well, you can tell I don't know anything about painting, because the numbers on the little numbers on here don't reflect the numbers on the labels, and they don't reflect the numbers on the box. So I'm not quite sure what number I should record when I'm doing my little paint swatches. For example, that says burnt umber, which, yeah, says burnt umber on the label, but it's got 046 on there, whereas it's got 076 on here. So I don't know what the different numbers represent. I will put the, get it out, I will put the numbers that are on the labels on my swatches, and the name as a colour as well. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Proverbs 1:7. So here's my kit. I have done some colour swatches. I did start writing in a 0.5, but then I changed it to a 0.2, which was better, wasn't so thick. So I've actually exchanged the 0.5 for the 0.2 in my painting kit, and I'm also going to use the 0.05 for sketching. I've added an extra little brush, a Rembrandt Pure Red Sable. Not quite sure what it'd be like, but I thought that would be a good addition. I've got my big brush. Sometimes I'll take that, sometimes I won't. I do have my water brushes, and obviously I have the brush that comes with the kit. That will slot in there like that, and then of course it folds up nicely. And I've got my little water kit, sponge and eraser. I've got that to wipe the brushes with, that will go on my wrist. And here I've got my watercolour, my water brushes. The pins will fit in there, and that paintbrush, that will probably tuck in there, like so. No, that actually won't. Maybe it will tuck in the back there. I'm going to force it. That will tuck in there when I want to take that one, and when I want to take the small one, that will tuck in there nicely. So yeah, that's my kit. So we'll pop that like that. It goes up nicely along with my art pad. I'll actually do that. Oops. Keep it nicely contained. And last but definitely not least is I've got my Bible. So quite pleased with that. I won't always take that. Sometimes I will just take that. Sometimes I will take the other things as well. Obviously not always take my little sketchbook. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content. Feel free to leave a comment and see what I come up with, and how our Lord's wonderful creation inspires me. Bye for now. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight.